on our project page, we've added our header, we've added some text, some images, even a grid of images. Now we want to embed a YouTube movie. So the first thing, of course, is to find that movie. So this is the one that I want to show. I'm going to click share and click embed here, and that's going to give me some code that I can copy and paste. Now this won't work out of the box, unfortunately, because if we paste it here, so this is the ending tag for my page, so I have to paste it inside of this div. Then what will happen is that this image, this video will have a fixed size. As you can see here, the width and the height is fixed, and removing those doesn't really do all that much. It just gives a default size. So that's not really what we want to do. So let's get rid of this for now and take a step back. Let's think about this. The problem with this is that the width and the height are fixed, and we want them to be responsive. So the idea is to create a box here where the video can live in that has a proper ratio, and the ratio means the width by the height, right? So a YouTube movie has a 16:9 ratio. So we're going to create that box, and inside of that box we'll fit in that video. We'll make it stretch to fill in the entire box. So I'll make an example without a video first, just to show you. So I'm going to make a div called video container. That's what that box is about. And then inside I'm going to make a div called video. And this will replace with the iframe or the actual YouTube video later. So to style that, what we're going to do, or the main trick here, is we're going to say for the video container, we're going to set a padding, and that padding is going to be defined based on the size or the width of the box. So setting a padding bottom of 20% makes this video container box that we don't actually see because I haven't saved everything, and we can go over it. So it makes a box that has a width or height that's equal to 20% of the width of that video box. And this is the main trick. This is our wrapper. It's the container of this video. So inside of this video container, we want the video to fill up all the available space. So just to show you some code, the video here, we're going to add a background so we can actually see it. But that doesn't show us anything because it's empty, right? It's 0 pixels high. So to do this, we're going to use a very specific trick, which is to use position relative here. I'm going to set position relative here, and we're going to set position absolute here. And what these do, position absolute, will give us an absolute position. It says where exactly we can place a certain image or frame or anything on our page. So we can give it a top value, and because it has to fit inside of the box at the very top, the top is also 0. The left is 0, but then the width is 100% and the height is also 100%. So basically this thing takes up the entire space of this other box, right, of this video container. And note that we can't just use width and height without the position absolute, because this thing also doesn't really have any content. It's just the padding that makes it that size. It's not that the content makes it that size. So it's kind of tricky. Browsers are weird, but that's the way that we want to do it. So finally, let's embed our actual video, and we've used 20% of our height here, but which value should we actually use here? Well, let's think about it. Our videos are 16 wide by 9, right? Or 1920 by 1080, so it's a resolution of 16 by 9. So they're wider than they're taller. So the height value here should be smaller than 100%. 9, so the 9 of 16 by 9 is about 50% of 16, right? But not quite. So let's calculate. We do 9 divided by 16. How much is that? It's 0.5625. Okay, multiply by 100, we get a percentage of 56.25. And this is the value that we're actually going to use. So our padding bottom here is going to be 56.25. I know, this is weird, but this is a box that's exactly the same size as our YouTube movie, and that's our percentage. That's our final code. So to get rid of this background, we're going to get rid of that one. And then also this video, we're going to replace with the iframe. So going back to our video, click share, click embed. We copy and paste all this code and we place it here. I'm going to go back to the beginning get rid of width and height because they're now fixed, and add class equals video. So these rules apply here, right? Now we can save, it's going to reformat. We can look at our document, and that's here, our video embedded in our page. It works, it's responsive, we can resize, and everything still works. So there's a great article where I got this from. I'll link this here, that explains the whole process in much more detail if you want to go over it. But that's the basic idea that we need always whenever we're creating responsive videos.